Hi everyone, it's Chris Brazel. Welcome to my world and my experiments. Sometimes it's good to be scientific and do little experiments to get you to see visually how you can train your brain. So we're doing walking water words experiment today. So when you walk, it's amazing how you can train your brain. When you walk and you have water and you use words and affirmations, you will move so much further and quicker into training your brain to where you want to go, to what you want to do. So I want to show you today that even just taking these containers, how water can walk. It's a great exercise. It's a fun. Do it with the kids, but do it with yourself. So what you do is everyone has assets and we don't use our assets to balance up to get the wealth over here. So we have our assets over here, which we hang on. And over here, we're struggling financially, emotionally, and we're just not using it. We don't have the wealth of our life, and it can even be with health. So with this exercise, it's really good to set up your intention before you start of what you need changes in your life with, and then just do the exercise and watch it. So you always start with water on the left, which means we always have knowledge and our belief in where we're going and what we're doing. But what we do, and that's our asset. So everyone has something that's an asset with them. And it can be your knowledge, it can be a belief, it can be inspiration, it can be motivation, it can be your technical way. But water on the left, on the right is representing the material side. So the reason you put the water representing your assets on the left, on the right is the material side, the wealth side, and it's empty, saying that the moment we start to share, put an intention, it is amazing how it balances out and you actually get a balance of giving and receiving and sharing. So you can get as many containers as you want to, totally up to you. Today I've got the last container being really high to show you that anything that you think is an uphill battle can still work. Next, get your paper toweling, fold it in 4 and then into half. Put one end in the water and the other one in the empty container. Then you do the same again. You take empty container and the water and you just put your little paper towelings all the way across. Now, to make it easy for you to see my experiment, I'm actually going to put some coloring into the water so you can see the water actually start to walk. You can actually put the coloring in beforehand. So I'm using blue in the first one. So blue is your belief, your knowledge, communication, etc. And then I'm going to put yellow in my other one, which is totally about self-esteem, self-worth, being creative. Sorry, I've got the wrong one. No, that is yellow. I have got the yellow one. It's going orange right at the moment. And I'll probably use that one again up here just as an extra way of actually working. So what we have, now before you start, always set an intention. Now my water is already walking and I don't know whether you can see it or not, but hopefully it's going to walk a little bit faster. But by using the color, you can see on this paper toweling, it's already started to go onto the paper toweling and it's gradually going up to the top, which means it will go up on the paper toweling and come down. Now, I've got some photos of where I've actually been walking the water previously, where you can see the whole experiment actually balances out quite evenly. So where this one is full, eventually as the water, it's already coming down on this side. So it's starting to come, the yellow one's already coming up and it's not going back there yet. But this one is also starting, it's nearly up to the rim. So it's a great experiment, and if there's anything in life where you don't think it's happening, if there's any area in life which you feel it's just not working, you have the assets, you have the ability, and there's keys to actually open and train your brain to open and unlock where you want to go, to the answers, solutions, or even to the wealth. So when I walk with people, I'm actually walking with a set purpose. Walking brings you to peace. Walking is so powerful. Even if you only start off with 1K, you can graduate to 3K, and then you can go to 5K, and then you can continue at distances. You can walk up hills, you can walk down hills, you can go up steps, but you always need to have a purpose before you walk. Have a purpose before you walk and know what your intention is as you are walking. That is the key behind it. Make sure you always walk, health wise, check that your blood pressure and all of that. Make sure you've got great walking shoes and great clothing, and the right clothing to actually wear. And please don't let me see you out there wearing black when you're walking. You're out there to actually get creative and learn new ways of actually living. So walking, powerful. Water when you walk, super powerful. A word with water when you walk, even more powerful. I can guarantee if wherever you are troubled in life, whether it's health, it's life, it's relationships, it's even money, or it's your career, make a set intention, get out there and have a set way to actually walk, and with a set time, so you have a starting point and a finishing point. That is the key. You have to know where you started, and when you have the finishing point, I don't count steps. I just don't find that gets me anywhere. But when I know I'm going to walk for 20 minutes, I walk for 20 minutes. When I know I'm going to walk for 5K, I'm going to achieve 5K. With steps, it always feels, and I always encourage none of my people I'm coaching to work by taking the steps. It may work for some people, but I feel steps, you're still stepping through things. You're still like you're stepping through life, and you're still trying to do the chasing. You're not in the achieving. And when, you might say, I'm going to do 10,000 steps. Where does 10,000 steps actually put you at the end of the day? So out there, walking water, great experiment. Now you've had the experiment, get out and actually do. Set up what you want as a goal. Set up your prior intention. Most of all, if you want to come walk with me, I have live walking shows where I do interviews. I have live walks where you can ask me any question. You can do, it's a lot cheaper sometimes to have a consult as I'm walking and talking, because what you may have to ask me, someone else may also need the answer to. Well, before I go, and I'll show you where the pictures are, this video is not supposed to be extended to any greater length, but if you look into the blue one down there, you'll see the water is already starting to gather down there. And the yellow one now has made it over to this side, and the yellow one here is up to here, and there's a little bit of yellow coming in now. So I dare say this one's going to end up as green. Great experiment. Have a go, but just know, walk, water, and a word is like creating magic in your life. So this is me out, and I'll be back with some more easy brain training tips for you. So don't stay stuck when you can move. Cheers for now.